Billy Martin draws the heat in a crisis too hot to handle. The Red Sox try to fight off a cool spell. The Royals have a hot streak. Chris Spire has the hottest day of his career. Jack Clark keeps ripping with the hottest pace in Giant history. And Pete Rose cooks up the hottest streak since the Yankee Clipper himself. Red hot headlines and highlights on This Week in Baseball. A baseball season often feels like an endless summer, but not long ago in the American League, the Boston Red Sox threatened to end the summer before the mercury had peaked. Boston reached its peak with a 10-game lead before the Milwaukee Brewers stepped into the picture and cut that lead in half. The two teams met in Milwaukee, quite aware that the summer had plenty of play in it. With Sox runners on first and second in their first encounter, Boston rallies. On this base hit, George Scott tries to score. The umpire calls him safe. Catcher Charlie Moore calls the umpire something else. Also forgets to call time. And Butch Hobson sneaks in the back door for another run. How about that? An exciting summer for Boston holding on to first and Milwaukee leaping toward first. The Brewers still have a long way to go if they're to turn the whole season around. But now Brewer fans have slugger Larry Heisel, who's even challenging Boston's Jim Rice. Heisel's power display threw Milwaukee into a heat wave of full-fledged pennant fever. The Red Sox and Brewers split their two-game series, but Milwaukee then went on to sweep the Texas Rangers, while the Red Sox moved on to Kansas City, where the Royal vantage point has been improving rapidly in the American League West. Kansas City figures it might well play Boston in the League Championship Series and would love to see it all happen like this. Clint Hurdle, the rookie heralded for Major League stardom, may have started to fulfill that prophecy against Boston, bursting out in the first game of the series with this 3-run homer and 6 RBIs. The Royals romped against Sox pitching, while their own left-hander, Paul Splittorff, fashioned a shutout, the first time the Red Sox have been blanked in 108 games. The Royals have a history of making life tough for Boston. Last summer, they swept the Sox here. Boston began to slump while KC stormed on to a divisional title. Was it deja vu? Well, the Red Sox still have reason to feel secure, but Kansas City fans had to smile at these signs of good fortune. Once again, their team swept Boston, this time with an added weapon, ace reliever Al Robaski. The mad Hungarian psychs up the crowd and himself. His act may now be familiar to American League hitters, but they've had little success in spoiling it so far, Red Sox included. In fact, no one has had much success with these Royals recently. KC extended its winning streak to 10 games while racing to a 3-game lead over second-place California in the Western Division. The Royals are now playing their brand of baseball. and showing signs of doing in the second half what the Red Sox did in the first half.